Medical disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes. It does not replace the medical advice of a trained doctor. Seek medical advice before beginning any treatment plan. Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Let's take a look at things, shall we? Do a little bit of hair trimming. Got rid of the little curls there for a bit. Had little Dutch girl curls going on and got rid of them. But let's see where blood sugar is. Blood sugar is at, of course, when you want to find things, you can never do it. I'm above 22.2. So yes, I'm up quite a bit. It was 26 just a moment ago. Don't know what it is today. Today, I want to talk about what did I want to talk about? Old age is starting to set in. Oh no. I want to talk into being anxious about type 1 diabetes. Being anxious was something I could never really be accustomed to. I was never really anxious. At first, when they told me I would have to do shots, I thought, okay, the nurses come in, they do the shots, and they go. I didn't realize I was going to have to do shots. But, things progress. I think a lot of being anxious, you have to kind of be led at sort of a trainer of mine used to say digestible chunks. Just doing as much as they can handle at a time. Not coming out and giving the whole story of what you had to do right away, because that's just going to make people just totally freak out about stuff. But what we need to do, just had something there, is let them get used to the needle. Help them with their first shot. Let them give you a shot. And then that's going to show them how much pressure they're going to need. I can remember my dad and my mother both allowing me to give a shot. Up to then, they used something that was totally out of use today, and that was orange. They figured orange was the closest thing they had to skin. So we do everything. We scrub the little orange, we take the needle and we pierce it. And this was supposedly going to give us the impression of what skin was going to be like, or piercing the skin. I didn't really find the orange work that great. What helped me more was my dad and my mom allowing me to give a shot. The only sort of being anxious I had was when it came time for me to give myself a shot. And that was out. I couldn't break the skin. Once it was in the skin, I could do everything. But I couldn't break that skin. And once I broke that skin, I did it and things were over. And the next day I'd sit there, just kind of like doing this, trying to appear, and I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know what was, now it's kind of boom, 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 and we're off. I don't worry too much. But the anxiousness kind of showed itself again when I got my first glucometer. And they had a little device for pricking your skin. You had to put your finger there and you had to boom, boom. And of course, at that time, it was always in your finger pad. It wasn't necessarily around the edges. So this is where all your nerve endings are. It caused pain, and an awful lot of people didn't like doing blood tests. There was a lady while I was in the hospital who was also diabetic. And every time the lab came up to do blood work, and every time it came time for her to take a needle, she'd go running through the ward. She started hiding in people's rooms just to get away from having a shot. And to tell you the truth, shots nowadays are so much better. The needles are so fine. You don't have to go as deep as they originally thought. But yet, people are still anxious about having diabetes. Why? I'm not exactly sure. Fear. Pure and simple. Fear plays an important role. So why are we not making kids feel better about being anxious? Allowing them to vent. I know when I was diagnosed, just do what we tell you. That was pretty much the attitude. And a kid couldn't voice his opinion whatsoever. So we grew. And growing allowed us to get more and more chances of calming the anxious behavior down. Letting them know they're going to feel so much better. Don't be the authoritarian. I can tell as a kid it didn't work for me, and I can tell you it's probably not going to work for your child. If it's you who's anxious, then be calm, breathe about things. Learn about everything. I can't express more on how learning will be able to help you. If you don't learn, things are just going to continually get worse for you. It's when anxiousness turns right into fear. And I'm talking fear where you're yelling, you're screaming. You're like that lady who went running through the ward trying to hide. So I saw a little thing on where people feel that anxious attacks, panic attacks, are confused a lot to be a hypoglycemic attack. And with such, they breathe and they feel like they're sweating And they're taking that as a panic attack. Or a hypoglycemic attack. Simple thing is, do a blood sugar. If your blood sugar is normal to high, take a moment. Breathe. Relax. People are trying to make things so much easier for you. Don't let things get you down. Grow, learn. Simple as that. Never be so anxious, so fearful about doing anything for your diabetes, because that's going to put more pressure or more hindrance on yourself. Learn, grow. Trust me, it's only going to come out better for you and your health. Have a great day. Talk later. Bye now.
My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.